ดูครับในไม้มวยไทยครับโอ้โหสีหน้าจริงจังมากนะฮะสำหรับแฟนมวยที่ติดตามคู่มันมวยไทยนะครับวันนี้ถึงไม่มีออกอากาศแต่พรุ่งนี้เช้า
การไหว้ครูนะครับยกเยืองหงเหินครับท่านี้
ตาหงเหิน
ครับ
นะครับคนแฟนชาวต่างชาตินี่เยอะความสนใจเยอะทีเดียวนะครับอ๋อท่านี้นี่ท่าหากินครับ
นะครับ
แต่บอกดูร่างตายได้ยัง
เพื่อเป็นการไหว้ครูของบัวขาวบัญชาเมฆครับมีความจากฮีโร่มวยไทยบัวขาวบัญชาเมฆ
เอาเลยครับใกล้ต้องนะครับมาแล้วครับแล้วโชว์ก่อนครับ
โอ้โห
ไม่อยากจะชมแล้วนะครับเนี่ยแต่ผู้บรรยายก็อยากชมครับแต่สนุกสนานก็อ้าวสนานแล้วซัดกันเลยครับเอายังไงครับ
เอาละครับทีนี้ชกกันจริงๆแล้วครับ
มีหลอกล่อครับกังฟู
ถ้าพูดถึงถ้าย้อนยุคกลับไปสมัยเฉินหลงที่พวกมวยจีนมวยหมัดเมาไอ้หนุ่มหมัดเมาอะไรพวกนี้นะก็จะทรงคล้ายๆอย่างนี้แหละดูรอยสักเลยครับดาบก้อนเลยครับ
กำลังก่อนเตะซ้ายขวาก็มาครับดันไว้โอ้ตามเข่ายังหลบครับหลบไปอยู่ใต้เชือกเลยจะออกแข้ง
เอาละครับแม่จับเกี่ยวขาได้โอ้ยแม่จะลือสีบทยาเลยโอ้ยแม่จะลือสีบทยาเลยครับ
เอายังไง
อาจจะโชว์อย่างน้อยนิดถ้าที่แฟนมวยจะเข้ามาดูนะครับถือว่าไม่ได้ชกจริง
경기 시작 전 약간은 당황스러운 퀸튼 청의 차력쇼와 뿌아까오의 댄스 타임이 있었는데요. 하지만 정작 본 경기는 뿌아까오의 살인적인 기술로 1분여 만에 종료되었습니다. 그래서 한 경기를 더 준비했습니다. 중국 쿨룬파이터에서 열린 뿌아까오와 중국 격투 무술인 산다 챔피언 구의 선수의 경기입니다.
比赛开始，但从比赛经验上来说，那肯定是波球那是技高一筹。是的，而且宋老师，这是一场泰拳纯泰拳规则的比赛，对，拳脚肘膝都可以用。这个运动项目的一个化身，他取得过那么优异的成绩，对吧？打自由围、打过 KO 获得世界冠军，而且在这个纯泰拳的比赛里面，这场比赛对于中国的选手顾辉来说呢，要顶着压力，头衔光环的波球呢，能不能正常的发挥，或者是超常的发挥？那个比赛，哇！结束！就一个后多两题，比赛结束了。我估计这个顾辉太快了，这场比赛说没有，还可以继续打，但是这场比赛强度之后继续来，连续的顶膝打肘，正蹬，波球要乘胜追击。顾辉看能不能实现翻盘，再次扫踢。顾辉太顽强了！我们想站起来之后，居然还能继续战斗，连续2个正蹬腿，来自于波球。顾辉恢复的还不错，顶膝。现在啊，顾辉使用自己猛烈的拳腿组合，对波球实施压力。因为顾辉是个左撇子反架拳，他通过这个短暂1个多钟头休息之后，他现在我们就从泰拳王子波球，你就看他的扫踢的这种力量，是吧？双方一对腿就对出来了。现在这个顾辉在力量对比上差别，就从这慢镜头这个画面看得很清楚，双方的体型、力量，是吧？这从对比就看得就看出来了，这是一个差距。在一个比赛的经验上，显赫的战绩上，我觉得应该为顾辉鼓掌，是吧？一定觉得我更节奏开场。上来之后，顾辉也是毫不给波球碰拳套的机会，直接到了非常。碰拳套的机会直接 重拳打到了波球，波球表示并无答案，前蹬腿，直接上头。哇，这个扫踢非常聪明，这个非常快啊！波球的一个带摔，双方在像拿这种把位你拿不到的情况下，你这种用肘击的话，那你肯定不是这个对手，还要打一个中远，控制一下距离，波球的扫踢还有连环的袭击都是自己的杀手锏。正蹬腿，反肘，继续的袭击，波球实施反，你就看波球的进攻的线路，你看他的进攻线路，哎，非常的厉害。我直接就一个，他这个低扫踢的地位置是，你看就踢你那个小腿的部位。这场比赛完全是这个波球一种，波球现在是面露非常自信的微笑。这就是双方的力量对比上，这个不用占据绝对这种优势。这个时候，宋老师非常明显的看到顾辉的信心呢有所下降，他自己的这种非常擅长这种果断的重击拳出不来了。不要打这种内围的战术，你根本不是个对手。对于他的膝肘这你看这种缠斗，对，非常重。这种膝撞，这个要强毒了，这要强毒了。看顾辉能不能站起来？比赛结束了，但是顾辉这是一种内伤，是的，这是一种内伤。波球他即使再站起来，也无法再继续战斗。对，打这种内围，你像波球对这个膝肘的这种理解和你完全不一样，他内围完全较量。我觉得我们中国运动员对这个泰拳的理解还需要进一步的提高，尤其和这种天王级的选手在一起对决，拳腿的力量上，包括对这个运动项目泰拳的理解上，通过这场比赛，他知道什么是天王，什么是波球，他这种打法，我这差距在哪？还是要多去和这种真的世界双手啊，波球的双手游进拿到这个非常连续，第6次，实在受不了。一种可以说非常粘着的、非常细腻的这种看法，就是力量的无数发挥。这时候顾辉已经没有完全的这种防守能力，完全是。
蓝方选手在第2回合1分51秒TKO获胜 and the winner by the blue corner。
큰 기량 차이를 보여준 경기였습니다. 구이 선수도 중국 산타 챔피언 출신의 특급 파이터였지만 무에타이 전설인 뿌아까오에게는 역부족이었는데요. 1라운드에 제대로 들어간 하이킥 한 번에 다운을 당한 구이 선수는 잘 버텼지만 2라운드 살인 니킥에 떡실신 당하며 KO 패배하였습니다. 중국 챔피언급 선수였던 구이 선수도 뿌아까오와 큰 기량 차이를 보여주며 패배했는데 뿌아까오와 소림무승 이룽의 2번에 걸친 판정 승부는 승부 조작 의혹이 일어났던 것이 어찌 보면 당연했던 결과였던 것 같습니다. 이에 대한 여러분들의 생각은 어떠신가요? 오늘 준비한 영상은 여기까지입니다. 지금까지 수석보좌관이었습니다. 감사합니다.
Here is a basic 6-day-a-week bodyweight workout that can help you to build a toned, strong, and explosive body with bodyweight exercises and a jump rope. This is very basic. So if you're a beginner, you're trying to get into shape, or you're a little, you're just out of shape, man. You're really just trying to get back into it for this year. This is a great weight workout routine that you can do that's not even hard to follow. So the format is Monday through Saturday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're gonna be your training days, all right? Each day you're gonna warm up with 10 minutes of jumping rope. On Monday, you're gonna do push-ups, really basic. We're gonna work on the pushing muscles with the basic push-ups. What you're gonna do is 300 push-ups. Now, even if you're a beginner, break the push-ups down into a number that you can hold for each set. For me, I just like to do my push-ups in sets of 25. For you, if you're out of shape and you can only do 2 sets or sets of 2 push-ups, do as many sets as you need to do to complete 300 push-ups. So if you got to do sets of 5, sets of 10, 30 sets of 10, Keep the same number throughout the entire workout. And for Monday, guess what? That's it. 10 minutes of jumping rope, followed by 300 push-ups, broken down into as many sets as you need, all holding a rep range that is easy for you. For this Monday, do your best to keep the reps clean. I like to just keep my reps clean some days, all right? Now, after Monday, Tuesday, you're going to warm up with 10 minutes of jumping rope, of course. Then we are working the pulling muscles with towel pulls. If you got to have some kind of pillar in your house for foundational strength. If you don't, bro, just go to a park, wrap a towel around the pole, and you're going to do 300 pulls. Same thing with the push-ups. You're going to break it down into however many sets you need to do. For me, I like to do it in 25s, just like with the push-ups. 25 reps, however many sets to make 300. If you got to do sets of 5, do sets of 5. If you got to do sets of 10, do sets of 10. Whatever is comfortable for you. These towel pulls will work the grip, the biceps, the lats. As you can see, my back is toned up. I don't lift weights. I don't have anything against lifting weights. It's just these bodyweight exercises help me to be a better martial artist. You see the lion head there? It helped me to strengthen myself for lion dancing. And 300 pulls, man. If you can't do pull-ups, this will really help to strengthen those muscles that you will need for perfecting your pull-ups, all right? That's Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, same thing again. 10 minutes of jumping rope to get the blood flowing. Squats. Yes. 2 upper body days, then you got a lower body day. But the same thing. 300 reps. For squats, I like to do sets of 25. 300 minimum. Now, if you are a hammer, you are really in shape and you're really just trying to switch it up, dude, there were days when I do 1,500 push-ups on Monday, 1,500 pulls on Tuesday, 1,500 squats on Wednesday. Doesn't matter, all right? But for you beginners, no matter what fitness level you're at, 300 is a good number. Break it down into sets. If you have a hard time and you got to do it in sets of 5, hey, that's all right. No one is judging you, all right? This is for you to become in shape, become your best self. Now, for the bodyweight squats, hold it anyway. I like to hold it up like in a front squat position on my head, like what I'm doing here. Go all the way down, all the way up. Change your stances, shoulder width, wide width, keep it narrow. Doesn't matter. 300 squats broken down into however many sets that you need to do, all right? That's Wednesday. Now, Thursday, 10 minutes of jumping rope to get the blood flowing. Now, back to push-ups. If you're just doing body weight exercises, okay, you got to do the full spectrum, full range, and as you can see here, pump reps. Don't judge the reps, all right? If you're going to just do strictly body weight work, you got to do everything, full range. Pump reps, short range, doesn't matter, all right? But for this Thursday, same thing, 300 reps broken down into however many sets. This time, you can change up the grips. If you did all wide and shoulder width grip on Monday, you're going to do diamonds, diamond pump push-ups, 300 reps. Keep the same amount of reps for every set, all right? Here you go for you form police, clean reps. Like I said, this body weight routine right here for me helped me become a better martial artist, and it helps me to just generally be in shape, all right? That's Thursday. Friday, you got 10 minutes of jumping rope to warm up. Back to the pulls, 300 reps again. This time you can really change up your grip. You can kind of sit more, angle more, get a longer towel, doesn't matter. Pulls. So the pulls are on Tuesday and Friday. 300 reps broken down into however many sets that it takes. And like I said, as you can see, I'm kind of flaring out my elbows. I'm really getting that mind to muscle connection. When you're doing this many reps on basic exercises like this, you really get a good feel for your body. As you can see right here, I'm doing the pump reps. Like I said, long range, pump reps, short reps, do them all, okay? If you want to get in shape, you got to be able to do it all. You got to be able, when it comes to fitness, it's all right. It's not about who's good at exercising. It's just about who's good at moving their body, all right? Saturday, 10 minutes of jumping rope. I will never, ever stop jumping rope. After that, squats, dude. Wednesday was squats. Saturday is squats. Now, as you can see here, like I said, get used to the short range. The short range reps for me as a so-called martial artist really help my explosiveness in very small areas. Short reps like this really help build my strength for lion dancing. For you foreign police, right there, I got the full range, shoulder width apart. And the same format goes 300 reps in however many sets that you need to do to reach 300 reps. All right, that is a basic bodyweight exercise training 6 days a week to build a nice, firm, toned, foundational, explosive body, help you to get ready for whatever it is that life throws at you. All right, try it out. Let me know how it goes. And always remember, train hard and be kind.
To the line of fire, although the Thai hits him with a low kick. As we can see, Chang Puyek works in the left stance, which means that Rufus's right leg is in great danger. Rick inflicts a lot of punches, and Chang Puyek seems to have put a big bet on the fact that the American will be vulnerable to a low kick.
Rufus again being cautious, keeping track of the distance. The Thai fighter beginning to be a little bit more aggressive. His name is... He took a left hand there.
The first knockdown.
Rufus landed a left on the jaw, and the Thai fighter gets Songrit just...
But the fighter gets to his feet and then immediately flies into a second knockdown. It seems that Rick decided to finish his opponent in the first round.
Rufus is getting inside of those kicks, and he is landing the big punches, and Songrit has never come across this kind of power, I don't think. Rufus doing a great job of keeping the pressure on, but Songrit showing tremendous heart to stay in there after being knocked down twice. He's fighting back on courage and on heart and on instinct. He is one tough fella, there's no two ways about that.
But Chang managed to survive, and the fight moved on to the second round.
At the end of that round, something you pretty much have to do in that situation, don't you, John? Well, he is. He's just creating a tremendous distraction and delay with the Thai fighter in the short pants. Rufus takes one in the back work. Rufus is dancing away from a lot of this stuff. But he's making the top of his knee.
In the second round, the low kicks from Chang continued to crash into Rick's right leg, who was starting to feel the pain.
Rufus hit there in the leg. Rufus would like this to be a close quarters fight, John. He's trying to work inside. He's trying to step inside and land the left hand. The Thai is doing a good job of keeping his hands up and taking away the target. Rick Rufus having to move.
In the middle of the round, it becomes noticeable that for Rufus, the low kicks are starting to become a real problem, and he is having trouble evading them.
He is. He's moving very gingerly on those legs. Lands a right, a round kick, and a right and a left from Rufus. Rufus needs to end this one fast, and he lands the left.
Chang successfully uses his plan for the fight, which was to destroy Rufus's leg.
Big leather here, trying to get out of this one because he doesn't want damage to his knees. Kit Songrit has heart, no doubt about it. 1 minute left.
And here comes the knockdown from Chang, who acted rather unsportsmanlike by stepping on the American while he was down.
I wonder about that. I'm not... Look at this. There's a back kick to miss. Rick Rufus is tripped up and goes down. He's obviously down. And here comes that stone standing up close and very tight behind us. And again, we are left here in round 2, John. Rick Rufus.
At the end of the round, Rick makes contact with Chang's head, but this did not stop the stream of low kicks that the Thai had intended for the American.
A high round kick to the jaw, but to do it, he had to take one to the back of the knee, and I'm thinking Rufus probably self-stomped in the belly a while back. You're going to see these leg kicks that come just driving in there to Rick Rufus. He throws a back leg round kick, and we had 2 points deducted, and he won that last round. Kicked Songrit by 10 to 8 or 10 to 9, but he lost 2 points because of all the problems. Rick Rufus again, an American fighter not used to these rules.
In the third round, it became clear that the Thai had the opportunity to win.
Well, now Schlesinger's calling that one. It's Songrit coming in. Kid Songrit, a tough young man. Rick Rufus isn't wondering why in the world he took this fight. Right and a left by Rufus. as he is fighting from the right side. Comes up with a good uppercut into the ribs that shook the crowd.
Chang pursues Rick and continues to strike him with ruthless blows.
In round number 3, that shot to the legs hurt Rufus. Rufus again landing those punches, but they're too far extended to really have a lot of sting on. And he's also not able to be incredibly painful. Anybody who's ever played a minute of football can tell you how bad that hurts, let alone kickboxing. Rick Rufus.
In round 4, Rick starts avoiding his opponent because he can no longer take the blows to his leg that are causing him a lot of pain.
And probably has never been hit the way Rufus can hit him. And Rufus is hurt. Kisundra looking very, very strong now, and just obviously extremely aggressively in the legs. And this is something that you just... Bill Wallace is in there. You can see his hands there checking the stability of that joint, trying to check for...
After the fight, the doctors were called to render medical assistance to Rick, since his leg injury was very serious. His brother, Duke Rufus, gave an interview in which he played down Chang's ability, saying that it did not require a lot of skill to apply these blows to the leg, thereby refusing to recognize the strength of Thai boxing and low kicks in particular.
How serious does it appear his knee is hurt? Well, it's possibly strained. That's what former world champion Bill Wallace believes. I'm not sure. I just know that he's in pain, and the leg kicks were the only thing that stopped him. The guy did not touch him anywhere else in the body, you know. I think, you know, that Rick should have won the fight. He had the guy out. There are 3 major fouls, but it's the way the cookie crumbles tonight.
Let's take a look at the monitor down here, Jeff, and see if you can talk about these leg kicks.
Right there, you know, he says buckling his knees. It's the same type of injury that ends a football player's career, you know.
The number 1 exercise that every martial artist should be doing. Now, when it comes down to it, I listened to a documentary, like years ago. Right now I'm 34. I probably watched this documentary when I was about 20 years old. It was a trainer up in New York. I wouldn't say a boxing trainer, but he was like a street fighting trainer. In the streets, I guess he was known. He had about 100 street fights, all knockouts. I'm really not too sure how legit it was, but he said one line in the documentary that stood out to me till this day. And it said, you either stay sharp or you get slow. So, as a martial artist, no matter what you do, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, the number 1 exercise that every martial artist should be doing is some form of shadowboxing / kickboxing / practicing your craft alone, by yourself. The reason why I say this, it's to keep yourself physically and mentally sharp by practicing your craft. Now, as I said, I'm 34. I heard this quote years ago. And, throughout that time, from 20 years old till now, I've always somehow shadowboxed. I kept myself in shape after I was done fighting in the cage. I always shadowboxed, practiced my kicks, whatever. And because of that, at this age, 34 years of age, right here, this is me at 34. As you can see, I'm kind of ripped. I still got some speed. I still got some movement. And I attribute it all to just shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing, just staying close to my craft and practicing it every day, at least 10 to 15 minutes per day, okay? I do other things. I run, I jog, I do push-ups, pull-ups. I do a lot of jumping rope for a lot of you who know. But when it comes to just being sharp for life and just having the mental ability to kind of pick things up, shadowboxing, shadow kickboxing, staying close to my striking craft through just imaginary moving around and moving my body is what helps me to be fluid and movable and athletic still at this age, even with 3 kids, girlfriends, all these other normal everyday life problems, because I carve out at least 10 to 15 minutes every day to keep myself close to what built me, to what keeps my senses sharp, which is shadowboxing and shadow kickboxing. I'm able to just live a higher quality of life. My subscribers, they know I got into Chinese lion dancing with my oldest daughter. Yes, it was extremely hard. Chinese lion dancing, well, the school that I go to, They run it on a lot of old school kung fu techniques. So a lot of the kung fu is ingrained in the Chinese line dancing. But kung fu is a part of fighting. So my shadow boxing, my kickboxing, my ability to just be athletic through my fighting abilities really helped to enhance my line dancing. A lot of you who follow me on Instagram just seen that I've got into cheerleading with my middle daughter. We did like a dad routine, and it wasn't nothing crazy. You know, it was just a great way for us to bond with our daughters. But I was able to pick up the moves because, you know, I'm able to connect with my body through staying sharp with shadow boxing, shadow kickboxing. So, again, the number one exercise that every martial artist should be doing, whether you're doing Muay Thai, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can do shadow Jiu-Jitsu, shadow grappling, shadow wrestling. A lot of guys, you'll see it. Like, these things have been around for a very long time. Whether you do wing-chun, kung fu, you guys got your sets. If you do karate, you guys got your forms, you know, your forms where you practice your techniques. Same thing with boxing. You do your shadow boxing. Same thing with Muay Thai. You practice your kicks. Whether it's Taekwondo, every martial artist should spend 10 to 15 minutes per day for the rest of their lives doing some type of alone imaginary work. This will always help you to keep your mind sharp, your senses sharp, your emotions sharp, and your body sharp. This is the key for me to living a high quality, athletic, sharp type of life now at 34 years old. Shadow boxing, shadow kickboxing is something that I will never let go because it helps me to be the best dad that I can be, the best friend that I can be to others, and help to pass on this knowledge of just living a better quality life through martial arts, physical fitness. So, shadow boxing, shadow kickboxing, practicing your forms, practicing your sets, shadow wrestling, shadow grappling, whatever it is you do. Even if you practice ninja, you can just practice ninja walks by yourself, rolling around. You got parkour, anything. Spend at least 10 to 15 minutes a day just honing your craft, all right? Hope this helps, and always remember, train hard and be kind.